Welcome back to Movie Moshow. Today we are going to review the Norwegian historical film, Narvik, Hitler's First Defeat. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. A squad of Norwegian soldiers arrive by ship at Narvik on April 8, 1940. One of them, Corporal Gunnar Toft, receives approval to visit his family to celebrate his son Ola's birthday. During a meeting between German and British representatives to discuss working relations between the warring states, who both require the iron ore mined in Kiruna and Gällivare, Sweden, and transported to this Norwegian town by the ore railway for export, he meets his wife Ingrid, a waitress at the town's hotel. Gunnar wakes up early in the morning after spending the previous night with his family to see German soldiers arrive in Narvik. The Norwegian commander issues the order for his troops to leave after a brief standoff. They advance toward a mountainous railroad bridge that their new leader plans to blow up with explosives to stop the Germans from using it. Gunnar learns that his wife and child are on a train headed for the bridge after calling his father Aslak to inquire about the whereabouts of the dynamite. A group of people, including Ingrid and Ole, then appear shortly after and cross just as German soldiers show up. The bridge is blown up after a shootout breaks out. Ingrid and Ole, who chose to observe, are transported back to town as Gunnar is apprehended. The Germans seize control of the hotel, use Ingrid as a translator because she knows German, and go looking for Ross, the British consul, whom Ingrid has hidden in a cabin in the mountains. Ingrid is requested to help the German consul Fritz Wassow in his dealings with the antagonistic Mayor Theodor Brock. Ingrid requests Wassow's assistance in freeing Gunnar in turn. After inviting Ingrid to come over, Ross uses intimidation to persuade her to take military blueprints from Wassow. Ingrid, Ole, Aslak, and other civilians are forced to take cover in a cellar while the British Navy enters the harbor and begins firing on the German destroyers there while Ingrid is still at the hotel. All of the German warships are sunk after the battle, but no British troops have landed. In the confusion, Ingrid succeeds in stealing a map of the German artillery positions in the city. She subsequently takes the map to Ross, who passes it along to the British warships. When the British begin to bombard the village as she is coming back, a shell hits their home, killing Aslak and wounding Ole. The Germans have reinforced the area around Narvik 4 weeks later. When they are ambushed by French and Norwegian soldiers in the highlands, Gunnar and other POWs are compelled to provide supplies for the Germans. After learning of his father's passing, Gunnar is rescued and re-enters battle with the intention of going back to Narvik. While Ingrid braves shellfire to bring Ole to the hotel and spills Ross' whereabouts to Wassow in exchange for Ole obtaining medical attention, the German doctor removes a piece of shrapnel near Ole's lung while hiding in a bunker and develops an infection from his prior wound. The Allies enter Narvik 2 weeks later. Bypassing German fortifications, Gunnar and others manage to take down a big artillery piece that was aiming at the British cruisers. Wassow invites Ingrid to travel with him to Berlin as the Germans get ready to leave, but she declines. Then, he informs her falsely that Gunnar was killed. Ingrid decides to leave Narvik with Ole after consulting her supervisor Polly, who forewarns her that her cooperation with the Germans is well known in the community. When Gunnar and the other soldiers arrive in Narvik to jubilant crowds, he learns that his wife was an accomplice. He meets up with Ingrid and Ole when he returns to his destroyed home. As German planes strike Narvik, Ingrid confronts Gunnar and explains what she did. Gunnar accuses her of being a traitor. Gunnar goes outside to witness the death of a fellow soldier. Gunnar listens to their leader call for resistance as observing Ingrid and Ole go. They flee Narvik before the Germans retake the city by boarding a fishing boat with other citizens who mock them for her cooperation before they are joined by Gunnar. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.